When you really look at Africa and the prevalent mentality in conversations, especially amongst us youths, you will start to realize something much deeper than a fear of failure. It is called the fear of going first. When you observe, you'll realize it's like we've been trained to wait. Leadership wasn't really encouraged. It was policed. If you ask too many questions, you are rude. If you move before you are told, you are stubborn. If you think differently, you are rebellious. So we learned very early to stay in line. Don't draw attention. Don't break the formation. Don't shine too brightly because it might blind somebody. But then the problem with waiting is that it eventually becomes a lifestyle. You wait for someone else to try, for someone else to prove that it works, for someone else to take the heat. You wait until someone says, now it's your turn. But what if no one ever does? What if you were born to go first? I know you've been in a room where you knew the answer but you held back because nobody else raised up their hand. I know you've wanted to start something but you waited until your friends supported it first. Let me tell you the scenario that depicts this for me the most. Being the first to speak your mind in an African setting is like being the first to send a message in a dormant WhatsApp group. You know everyone is reading, but no one wants to be the first to talk. No one wants to do something different in the full view of everyone. Meanwhile, the fear of standing out has produced a generation blending into poverty. Fear dressed as humility is still fear. People fear judgment. They fear the spotlight. They fear the weight of being seen before being validated. In Africa, we romanticize humility so much. We mistake silence for wisdom. We mistake waiting for strategy. But the only people history remembers are the ones who move. Someone has to go first. Someone has to break the code. One of our biggest challenges in Africa is that it looks like we are stuck in reaction culture, not innovation culture. We are a continent of commentators sitting on a field we were born to play on. Too many eyes, not enough hands. But here's the thing, I believe that it changes with us. Incidentally, Africa has the youngest population in the world. By 2050, 1 in 4 people on Earth will be African. But right now, we produce less than 3% of global patents. We seem to be loud on potential but quiet on originality. Now, my apologies if this comes off as harsh, but I need us to know how much potential we are sitting on. In a nutshell, going first is not arrogance, it is architecture. Someone has to lay the first stone for us.
Alright, I greet you lovers of freedom. If today is the first time of coming across our channel and you like the way we are propagating this gospel of Biafra, and you like the way we are propagating this gospel of freedom, please subscribe, like, and share. Very important. If today is the first time of coming across our channel and you like the way we are propagating this gospel without fear or favor and without mixing words and also setting the record straight, please kindly subscribe, like, and share. Very important. I believe you all have watched this video. This guy make a lot of points. And this thing this guy said in this video is what is holding most African nations, the youth. That is what is holding them down, including in this very quest for Biafra restoration. What the guy said there, man, after listening to the analysis of this guy, I said, correct. This is what is happening. And with this mentality is part of the thing that makes the youth, to be somehow docile, and the ones whom we refer as the elders are using it as an advantage. The guy explained everything. And they've conditioned our mind that we have to think towards one direction. And somehow, it's not, in some cases, it's good, but in some cases, it's not right, because you need people who, in some certain situation, or people who can think out of the box, people who can brainstorm. There are people who have that gift. There are people who have that gift that they can foresee ahead. There are people who have that gift of insight. They can see ahead. And when this kind of people started, their instinct or that insight in them started, showing them things ahead of time, some people will start calling them rebels or calling them all manner of names, doing everything to demoralize them. And this thing have been affecting both in this our quest for Biafra restoration and the reason why Nigeria is the way it is today. You know, sometimes people need to come up with ideas. And when you see that something is not going out right, when you see that this thing is not going on well, speak up. Speak up. But there is this trend that when you speak up, they will start tagging you bad names. They will start calling you names just to see if they can demoralize you. But I'm urging people who have that gift, because these days I discovered that this thing is a gift from God. It's not by this person has wisdom, or this person is outspoken, or this person is well placed, or is in certain position. I discovered that for one to sit and see ahead of time, that it is not prophecy. I'm not talking about prophecy. People who can sit, or people who can read into future. I've discovered that this is a gift from God, not by Oboju Eye. Not by Oboju Eye. They can see. At the end of the day, they will tell you, look at this thing, look at this thing. If we don't stop this thing, look at where this thing is leading us to. And where this thing is leading us to, it will jeopardize a lot of things. If you don't take to their advice, believe you me, at the end of the day, I got back on at that same point, which he had already said. So it's high time people will start speaking up. So long as nobody is giving you money, so long as nobody is paying your bills, you have to speak up, because it has only held Africa down. This is what is holding Africa down. That is why Africa is destroying their best brain. Because they will be saying, Sabi, you want to show us you too know. You want to show us that you know pass. You want to show us you Sabi. Destroying our best brain is not right. It's uncalled for. It's not right. It is part of the thing that is holding us down. When somebody says something, sit back first, analyze what that person said. Analyze it. No, don't just jump into conclusion. Don't just start talking because maybe you have these kind of feelings for the person. You are just talking based on passive. You are perceiving, or you are talking based on assumption. No. First of all, analyze what that person said. After analyzing what that person said, read meaning into it, regardless of whom the person is talking about. Because these days, people, I don't know, people are so psychophants everywhere, because to me, I call it psychophants. Psychophants everywhere, people who will be singing. And if you are in a position, avoid people who are singing songs of praises to you. Anybody who is not that bold enough to tell you, see this one, you're not doing it right, man, avoid that person. Don't bring that person closer to you. But anybody that can be able to tell you, in this one, you try, kudos, you do and well. But you see this one, you mess up here, you fumble, you don't do and well. The person will give you idea, see, do and this way. If you are in a certain position and this kind of people are not around you, man, you are on a wrong path. In fact, you are treading on a very dangerous zone. When people cannot be bold enough to tell you, you made mistake here, when their life is in danger, Anytime you happen to see yourself in a situation whereby people who are around you cannot be bold enough, then you know in this one, you didn't do it right. You know, when I know to say go, when if we now, if you go, that is why in Africa, no progress, no, in fact, every time they are retrogression, every time, no development. But look at these people, the people where this West we are calling today. The reason why they are where they are today is because their citizens and people, some people, they are chastising them. They are always, there are some things you will do. They will tell you, you will be thinking that you've done what nobody have done. They will tell you in this Western nation, but this is your duty. This is your responsibility. Why are you there at first place? Are you there for what? Why did we elect you? Why are you in that place for that at the first place? But if it comes down to Africa, that is where they will see mmadụ rụsi ilo as na na-emepe ilo eji rebom emepe ilo. You do a project as you hold some positions, you do a project as na na-eme commissioning. What are you commissioning it for? You want that rebom. Then why are you there? You are there to do what? To create basic amenities. You don't need to be occasion, maybe advert, maybe here. When citizen, correct, he's doing well. Mechi were canopy, mechi, or open 100 kilometers of road. A man road bridge, and I call you road bridge. Then what are you doing there? Did you build that bridge with your own money? Do you build that bridge with your own money? Is it not public fund? Even inside that bridge, you even build self. You're expecting people to be clapping for you because you are carrying out your responsibility. So people should allow people to air their own opinion. First of all, analyze it. Know if the person is making point. Not any small thing. You start because it's not the person you are expecting to say it that said it. So long as it's not this person that said it, the person that you are not expecting to say it, then you write it off. It doesn't work like that. Sometimes the ideas come from people whom you never even expected that the idea will come from. That's life for you. That is life for you. So this young man said, you have said it all. In fact, the guy spoke my mind. Everybody must not think in a particular way. Allow some people to think rational. Allow some people to think out of the box. I greet you all. Peace and love.